We've tested hundreds of backpacks since 2017, and in this video, we're looking at some new favorites from over the last year. We'll kick things off with a bag that's so popular it's routinely out of stock and it's always mentioned in our comments. If you can only buy one new bag this year, this one is a 2-for-1 deal. Its expandable design goes from day pack to travel backpack with just a quick unzip. Take advantage of the full 32 liters when you pack for a trip, then compress it back down to 26 liters and carry it daily at your destination. Or use the smaller size when you want to save some cash and travel with only a personal item. Without expansion, it's compliant with the carry-on dimensions of over 130 airlines. Regardless of its size, we find it comfortable to carry. On top of that, the organization is simple but effective. There's a front pocket for a pouch or extra layer, an admin panel pocket behind with elastic pockets for small items, and a laptop compartment that gives you access to your device from the outside. That's a good thing since everything inside the main compartment loads on top of the sleeve, so it's hard to reach when the bag is loaded. Otherwise, the main area is mostly a large bucket space with one tie-down strap running across the middle. We don't find it helpful for anything other than gear packed directly underneath it, so we recommend using cubes and pouches to stay organized. For flat items like hats, gloves, or other accessories, there's a large zipper mesh pocket against the lid. All of this is wrapped up into a bag that's $100 at the time of this video. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly travel bag, you really can't beat it. If you're a fan of Matador's 45-liter GlobeRider but prefer your bags a little bit smaller, they also released a 35-liter version earlier this year. It has the same durable materials and easy-to-pack design in a size that's more carry-on compatible. The 420D Blue Sign approved recycled nylon exterior is lightweight but doesn't look saggy. Plus, compression straps help you fit tighter airline restrictions when you pack less or contain the bulk when you have to bring more. The back panel's dense foam conforms to your back, and we like that there's a frame sheet to add some structure. If you need a little more support, there's also load lifters, a sternum strap, and a wide hip belt. The hip belt and frame sheet are also removable, which greatly reduces the weight of the pack. Stow the entire harness system away to put it in the overhead bin or over a rolling luggage handle, though it's a bit tedious to put away. Then use one of the multiple carry handles to quickly grab it from the overhead bin. If you have damp gear, it won't get everything else wet if you pack it in the front stash pocket. This is also a great spot for quick access items like a jacket. Similar to the Osprey, there's a well-organized admin panel and a laptop compartment accessible from different spots on the bag. However, this bag also has a soft top pocket for small sensitive gear like your phone. The main compartment opens clamshell style for easy packing and includes 3 zippered pockets on the lid. We like using a mix of packing cubes and pouches to keep everything in check. Sometimes keeping weight down is your primary focus. Starting with a bag that's under 2 pounds can help. The Almond Oak Expandable Travel Backpack launched on Kickstarter earlier this year and caught the eye of our pack hacker pros. It hits the sweet spot of a lightweight, expandable design that packs up to 30 liters yet weighs just 1.86 pounds. It's made with a 280D nylon fabric with a PU coating for weather resistance and a 100D nylon lining for a bit of extra durability. Both materials feel smooth and slightly slick, and they're easy to wipe clean, which we appreciate. However, the trade-off is that the thinner materials don't provide much inherent structure and can look saggy or lumpy when the bag is loosely packed. On the plus side, it stands upright and looks structured when full, which will be the case on most trips. The harness system is simple but surprisingly effective, with thinly padded shoulder straps, a lightly padded back panel, and a sternum strap. It doesn't overwhelm smaller frames, but also doesn't look minuscule on larger travelers. The bag doesn't skimp on features to save weight either. It has a few carry handles, a stretchy bottle pocket, and a hidden pocket for travel documents and ID. There's also a laptop compartment and a front pocket with enough space for small pouches, a Kindle, or everyday accessories. Like many other travel bags, it opens clamshell with a zippered mesh pocket on the lid for small, flat gear, and an open bucket space to fill with packing cubes or clothing. If you need more liters but can spare a few ounces compared to that last bag, the Gossamer Gear Aero Jet is worth checking out. I took this 35-liter bag on a 2.5-week trip to Tanzania this summer, and its material held up really well to some rough handling. And at 2.5 pounds, it's still a lot lighter than other travel backpacks on the market. 210D Robic nylon and 150D polyester isometric grid mesh are the key to its reduced weight, yet it can still hold up to baggage handlers. It's easy to wipe away the dirt and dust that accumulates on it, and while it collected a few scuffs on my trip, they aren't too noticeable. The harness system isn't super thick, but its padding strikes a good balance between stiffness and softness, cushioning the bag's weight well. There's a sternum strap and no hip belt, though you can add on Gossamer Gear's fast belt if you feel like you need more support. I personally didn't, but I won't judge if you do. There's a security pocket for a passport and cash on the back panel, stretchy pockets on the shoulder straps, and stretchy side pockets that accommodate wider bottles. The front mesh pocket is good for a jacket or bulky accessories, though using it can push it past carry-on compliance. There's also a top pocket for tiny gear like earbuds and a wallet. The laptop compartment can hold up to a 17-inch device and includes a sizable false bottom, along with a document sleeve for a tablet or travel keyboard. There's also a zippered pocket for tech accessories, but access is tricky since it's midway down. While the main compartment opens fully clamshell, it can be finicky to pack because the bag's tapered shape pulls the base down as you load it. While that can be annoying, it's a small price to pay for a sizable zippered pocket on the lid. If you have oddly shaped gear or different sizes of packing cubes, a roll-top bag can come in handy. And despite its slightly lumpy-looking exterior, the 36-liter Patagonia Terravia pack is quite comfortable to carry. For starters, each capacity comes in different frame sizes, so you can use their chart to find the right fit for your body. The hip belt takes much of the load off the shoulder straps, which is great when packing a lot inside, though it's not removable when you have less to carry. The metal frame props the bag up nicely, minimizing any sagginess from how it's packed. Compression straps keep things in check too, and you can also use them to anchor your water bottle in the side pockets if needed. At its heart, the Terravia is more of a hiking bag, and the huge stash pocket on the front reflects that, with space for an extra layer, hat, gloves, or buff. Drainage holes at the bottom let gear dry out if you use it for a damp towel or a wet rain jacket. There's also a top pocket for everyday carry items and a key leash. You'll want to use it for anything you need on the journey, since the main compartment is only accessible through the roll top and a G-hook, which can be tedious to undo every time. The wide open interior gives you a lot of options for unpacking. Just make sure you plan before you start loading it up, as you'll have to go through the hassle of undoing buckles and hooks to get back inside if you forgot something. If you prefer to keep things tidy and already have packing cubes on hand, you might like this travel backpack from Bellroy. The Transit Travel Pack Pro's open main compartment works well with organizers. And since it expands from 30 to 38 liters, it has plenty of space for gear. Stow a water bottle in the side zippered pocket or use it as a holster for taller gear like a travel tripod or umbrella. The laptop compartment has a pouch area adjacent to the sleeve where you can stow a tech pouch. It's spacious, though it expands into the main compartment, so you'll want to plan what goes where before packing. A front compartment has organization for other accessories like pens, a battery bank, your passport, and keys, which attach to a built-in leash. However, it's deep enough to stash a toiletry bag here if you want to keep it accessible through TSA. It's easy to pack the clamshell main compartment, which includes X-shaped tie-down straps. They are attached lower on the bag, so we find them best to hold cubes in place instead of loose clothing, and there are other pockets inside to lock down other items you don't want to pack in pouches. The recycled Dura polyester material repels water and is easy to wipe clean, and the YKK AquaGuard zippers also protect your gear. You can lock the laptop compartment by securing the looped zipper pulls or use them to hang carabiners or other gear. The harness system includes beefy padding and thick, curved shoulder straps with a thick layer of mesh foam underneath to keep it from sliding. There's also a sternum strap on a rail and space to attach a hip belt, though Bellroy doesn't include one. The bag isn't too cumbersome, though the straps do cut in a bit if you engage the sternum strap. Of course, the solution is to not use it if you find it uncomfortable, but that's up to you. The Kelty Redwing Traveler 40 works for just about anything, whether you're going camping or on a plane. It has a practical, outdoorsy aesthetic that balances function with a minimal design. It's made with a 600D recycled ripstop polyester that's lightweight yet rugged, with a back panel that includes a steel frame surrounding dense foam padding for structure without extra weight. Despite its thinly padded shoulder straps, it's comfortable to carry, though things can get a bit sweaty since the narrow air channel on the back doesn't provide much ventilation. Sternum straps slide on a rail to help you dial in the fit, and you can stow away the hip belt behind the back panel if you don't want to use it or need to lock down extra straps when putting the bag into the overhead compartment on a plane. Along with the usual places to stash gear, including an admin pocket, a laptop sleeve, and a quick access top pocket and bottle pockets, the Redwing Traveler 40 has extra pockets. There's a layer of 3 on each side, with the bottle pockets outermost, tall zipper pockets to hold flip-flops, a travel towel, or gloves behind them, and taller slip pockets for trekking poles or tripods behind those. Compression straps at the top help lock down the gear you stash there into place, so you don't have to worry about it falling out as you travel. The main compartment includes large zippered mesh pockets on the lid and tie-down straps against the back to hold clothing or cubes in place, and there's a hanging loop and a pass-through if you're planning to explore the great outdoors and want to hang a hydration pack in the laptop sleeve instead. With one-bag travel, there's often a sling in the equation too. So what if your travel backpack came with a daily use bag? The Fjallraven Farden carry-on pack does. It includes a crossbody bag for your in-flight essentials and everyday carry gear. It's simple with just 2 liner pockets, a key leash, and a crossbody strap, yet it has enough space for larger items like a Kindle, your phone, and a battery bank. The travel backpack itself doesn't skimp on organization, with a top drop pocket for quick access items, a laptop sleeve that lets you pull out your computer without dislodging everything else, and a well-organized front compartment for tech gear and accessories. The main compartment opens in a bucket style that accommodates even the beefiest packing cubes and has space for a week-long trip. There's more space to fill behind a mesh panel on the lid, and we use a portion of it for dirty clothing and the bottom mesh pocket for smaller gear like socks and underwear. Unfortunately, the Farden simple harness system doesn't do much to lighten the load. Even with the load lifters and sternum strap, it pulls on your shoulders when the bag is fully packed, perhaps because it lacks a hip belt or maybe because of the thin padding. However, there are carry handles around the bag's exterior, so you can switch it up when things start to get heavy and give your back a break. The Pakt Aero travel backpack also sports thin padding, though it's remarkably lightweight for a 35-liter bag, so we don't notice it as much. It's made with ultralight Aero weave, a fabric similar to X-Pack that's still as durable and water resistant. The 3-layered material includes a 210D outer ripstop nylon, a 750D polyester yarn, and a 65D polyester taffeta backing for a backpack weighing only 2.3 pounds. While sturdy, it is starting to show a little patina. The harness system is quite capable, if a bit rigid for our taste, and the bag still feels light even though it looks large on smaller frames. You can stow the straps behind the back panel to keep them from catching on other luggage in the overhead bin. It's pretty easy to get to anything you might need in flight, too, through the multiple access points to the main compartment. It has a front loop for a bike light and removable bungee attachment straps if you need to lock anything else in place on the sides or cinch down the bag, and opens clamshell. There's also zippered access near the top of the front and close to the rear edge to make it easier to pull out your 311 bag or favorite book. You can fit 2 weeks worth of clothing in the bucket space in the main compartment, with space left over in the front section for more gear. It's easy to keep the main compartment of this bag organized thanks to a built-in divider. The North Face Base Camp Voyager travel pack has a panel that flips up when you want to separate gear and down to lay flat when you don't. Toggles at the corners hook into loops on the side of the bag to stand it up, so you can split your gear into clean and dirty, or clothing and shoes, or whatever split you prefer. Otherwise, hook the toggles to loops on the floor of the main compartment to keep it flat against the back panel. You can also use the divider as a pocket, though it's not the most secure since the sides will be open. Outside the main area, there's a front drop pocket lined with fleece to protect a tablet or your phone, with an admin panel in the top compartment with many other pockets and another place for a tablet. Your laptop slides into its own compartment against the back panel, so you can pull it out at the airport without dislodging gear in the main compartment. It's wrapped up in a durable 300D recycled polyester tarpaulin with a TPU laminate for weather protection. That material can be prone to scratches, but the bag has an 840D recycled nylon coated in DWR at the bottom for more durability. There are webbing loops at the sides where you can attach accessories, and it includes a beefy harness system with more loops on the shoulder straps. While it's nicely padded, it lacks extra support from load lifters or a hip belt, so it can feel like it's pulling you backward when you've packed it full, but that's an issue we've dealt with before. While those are some of the best travel backpacks we've tested this year, there are still plenty of others worth mentioning. Some are iterations on bags we've loved in the past, and others are niche but good at it. We love the Cotopaxi Allpa 28-liter travel pack's durable materials and ample organization, and the brand made some upgrades to it earlier this year. The latest model is made entirely with recycled materials and includes air mesh shoulder straps for a more comfortable carry and better weight distribution. They also added a stretchy water bottle pocket and a luggage pass-through strap to slide over your suitcase handle. The Tortuga expandable backpack takes everything we like about their travel backpack and gives you more space to fill when needed. That includes lightweight 630D ballistic nylon, a thickly padded harness system with load lifters and a hip belt, and a main compartment that's easy to pack. It has enough space for a week's worth of gear at its base 27 liters, but expands to 32.5 if you have more to haul. The Voyager Travel 35 backpack from Western Rise is the first foray into designing a travel backpack from a brand whose clothing we've loved for years. They got it right, creating a bag with plenty of creature comforts and organization. That includes a large quick access top pocket, a dedicated tech compartment, and a separate shoe compartment. The magnetic sternum strap and hip belt make it comfortable, while hideaway shoulder straps and a luggage pass-through system make it easier to get through the airport. We love Tom Bin for its modular organization, and the Bixi includes the O-ring attachment points we love for customization. With the capsule wardrobe, we can comfortably pack for a 4-day trip or longer, though it's a bit large on smaller frames. Luckily, the harness system has soft, pliable straps and a cushioned back panel that's quite comfortable. If you want to bring a camera kit, a photo-friendly travel backpack is worth the investment. Lowepro Fastpack Pro has plenty of capacity for your camera equipment and travel gear, keeping them in separate compartments so you know where to look for what. The bottom half is more rugged to protect your sensitive equipment and includes dividers and a quick access zipper, while the top compartment is flexible. You can use it for more photo accessories or personal items, whichever you need that day. So those are some travel backpacks we loved in 2025. Let us know which one you're thinking of getting to kick off your adventures in 26. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker. We'll see you in the next one.